Hello students, so now in continuation of electrochemical cell, we have to discuss about the electrode potential topic today. Actually, as you know, electrochemical cell is a device which convert chemical energy into electrical energy. Now, in previous video, there was a point कि why this electron flows from zinc to copper rod in Daniell cell. So to explain it, first we have to discuss about the concept of electrode potential. Now when we have to talk about electrode potential, what does it mean? Remember everyone, whenever a metal rod is dipped into its ions, like zinc is dipped into zinc sulfate solution, here we get zinc ions. Copper is dipped into copper sulfate solution, we get copper ions. 100% a process will take place. Metal rod in contact of its ions undergo a process, and this process depends basically on the activity of metal. So what do we observe? In case of when zinc rod is dipped into zinc ion, it prefers to undergo a process called oxidation. What does it mean? In this zinc rod, zinc oxidizes, releases electron, and zinc ion move to the solution. As a result, on this rod, electron get accumulated, and this results in the development of a negative charge on the rod. Zinc ion move to the solution. Previously, number of zinc ion and sulfate ions were equal, so it was neutral. Now, as and when number of zinc ion increases, solution gets the positive charge. Now it's very clear, rod gets negative charge because of accumulation of electron, and solution get positive charge because of accumulation of zinc ions. Two opposite fields in contact develop a kind of potential difference, and since here zinc oxidizes, that's why the potential developed here is called oxidation potential. Similarly, this is another case. Here, because of reactivity, what do we find? Copper ion from this copper sulfate solution, copper ion tend to move to the copper rod. Even it can take out the electron from the copper rod as well to deposit itself. But this copper ion gets stick to this copper rod. As a result, this rod gets the positive charge. Sulfate ion remained in the solution, but it's natural. When copper ion moved to the solution, which ion will be left? Sulfate ion will be left. So solution gets the negative charge, rod gets the positive charge. Again, two oppositely charged field, and again a potential difference is set up. This is again a kind of electrode potential, and since copper ion accept two electron to form copper, so it is a reduction process, so we say it is reduction potential. To make it very clear, all the metals what you observe, some prefer to undergo oxidation, some prefer to undergo reduction, but remember, some metals of very less reactivity like platinum, they are to be considered as inert electrodes, and they neither undergo a process of oxidation or reduction. But here, because we have to talk about electrochemical cell, so our basic focus is on oxidation potential and reduction potential. Now a big question can be there, okay fine, all metals develop certain potentials, then how to get their values, how to obtain their values? So to get their values, we designed by, remember, everywhere when you want to measure something, when you want to calculate something, it is to be measured with some standard only. By comparing with something same, when you want to find these electrode potentials, so you have to compare with something. So that's why to measure these electrode potentials, we got a reference electrode, and this is called standard hydrogen electrode. Means all the electrode potentials of metal you get, they are compared, they are obtained from standard hydrogen electrodes, and they are also called as the reference electrodes. What is it? Now, as the name tells, standard hydrogen electrode. This is hydrogen electrode. Standard. Why it is standard? Because all the things are in their standard states. What are the things? This is you can say a platinum wire, and it is sealed in a glass tube. We have a platinum foil and it is coated with finely divided platinum. You will get it right now. Okay, why it is coated with finely divided platinum? It is dipped in a solution of acid where the concentration of H ion is 1 molar. We pass hydrogen gas at 1 bar pressure and 298 Kelvin temperature. Now, I think it is clear why this platinum foil is coated with finely divided platinum, because the hydrogen gas we pass, it is to be absorbed on platinum foil, and I think when we have finely divided metal, absorption is good. Secondly, when I say it is a standard hydrogen electrode, why is it so? Because concentration of ions is 1 molar, pressure is 1 bar and temperature is 298 Kelvin. It brings the solution in all its standard state. This is standard hydrogen electrode. And this standard hydrogen electrode has a special feature. It can act as an anode, it can act as a cathode as well. In short, chemically, we are passing hydrogen in a solution of H ion. So if want to act as an anode, oxidation is to take place, hydrogen is passed here, it releases electron, forms H positive ion. And when it is going to act as a cathode, already H ions are there, they accept electron and releases hydrogen gas. So this is standard hydrogen electrode. I think it is clear why it is called reference electrode, because with the help of this only we will get the electrode potentials of other metals. Now, one more thing what we have done, because it is a kind of reference electrode, we have to compare on this basis. So arbitrarily what we have done, its potential value is taken as 0.00 volt. Means when hydrogen gas is passed in 1 molar H ion concentration solution at a pressure of 1 bar at a temperature of 298 Kelvin, it develops a potential of 0.00 volt. Arbitrarily we had fixed it. Now, suppose we want to find the electrode potential of this zinc and copper. So what we do? We have to use this SHE, and with this SHE, the another electrode, metal electrode, whose potential is to be calculated, it is to be attached here with. Like this is SHE, we have to find the electrode potential of zinc. It is to be connected with SHE through the wire, and the two solutions are connected with the salt bridge. Now here we place the voltmeter. Remember, now this voltmeter will give a reading. Now the potential value of this hydrogen electrode is 0. So what potential you get from the voltmeter, it gives the potential value of zinc only. Like here we get the voltmeter reading 0.76 volt. So what we have to say? The electrode potential of zinc comes to be 0.76 volt. And when we say this is 0.76 volt, now tell me, it is oxidation potential. I just told you. So what you have to say? This is the oxidation potential value of zinc, which comes to be 0.76 volt. Now similarly, if you want to get the electrode potential for copper, what you have to do? You have to place another solution. Like you have taken copper sulfate solution, dipped with copper rod. Fine. And here again you get the electrode potential, and when you get the electrode potential, you get a value of 0.34 volt. But remember what is going on here? This is the reduction process which is taking place, as I told you earlier. So here you will get the reduction potential of copper, that is 0.34 volt. Remember, see the representation also. Here I am writing metal oblique metal ion. Here I am writing metal ion oblique metal. I will detail it further also in further videos, but this is a way how using standard hydrogen electrode we got the electrode potentials. Now when we got this electrode potential, what we have done? We have arranged all these metals. After getting the electrode potential, we arrange them in a series which is called electrochemical series. There are certain uses of these electrochemical series. I mentioned it here, but remember, I will discuss it in further videos. So watch and subscribe. Thank you.